Hello, this is the Ramblings of an Indisciplined Mind podcast for Wednesday, April 20th, 2016. As of this recording, Sierra is still missing. It's a coolish Wednesday today. I find myself telling myself how many weeks I have left in class, and I'm already writing my post-class evaluation. Although I think I'll have to do that probably around week 9. It always pops up not as close to the end of the class as I would like. But I think I'm going to have plenty to say on this go around. I think. You know, one of the things I kind of miss the most about England is the food. You know, you always hear. I know they have a rep for not having very good food. And for the life of me, I cannot think of why. Because everything we had there was really good. And one of the things that I grew to really love was the traditional English breakfast. And I miss it. It was 2 eggs, typically like over medium, and a couple rashers of bacon. Although they didn't quite, I think it was bacon. It was sausage. It was sausage, and it was different from our sausage. It had a different flavor to it, but it was really good. And some sauteed mushrooms. And these are all separate on the plate. Some sauteed mushrooms, and then some baked beans, and then toast. Toast in a toast rack. They had these little toast racks that hold half a piece of toast cut on the diagonal, in a little rack, so that they're vertical. So you get your toast delivered in the toast rack. And we had that several times. There was this little cafe that was just down the road from the hotel we were at, which is like 6 pounds. It was really small. Smaller than like a Subway typically is here. It had like 2 tables and then the counter, and they had a place in the back to cook. But we got it there once or twice. It was like around 6 pounds for that. But then we went other places, and they'd have breakfast, and that was kind of the main traditional breakfast. So I had it several times, and it was a revelation in a number of ways. Number one, the mushroom. Well, first of all, the fact that mushrooms were delicious at breakfast. I'd never had them for breakfast, but I could believe it because mushrooms are just delicious. It doesn't matter what time of day. They're just freaking delicious. I learned to like over medium eggs because I had only ever had scrambled eggs since I was 10 or 11. And the reason for that is I don't remember if I used to eat eggs that way. I don't really think so. I don't know. But there was one time when I was 10-ish, and I had food poisoning really bad, and I could not keep much of anything down. And my mother made, said, "You want some eggs?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And she made me like I don't remember if they were over easy or over medium or what, but they were something where the yolk was kind of runny. You know, I tried it and took a bite, and it did not stay down. And that turned me off of eating that style of egg. But you know, I ordered this breakfast the first time in England, and you know, there's an over medium egg. And I'm like, okay, and what did I discover? It's awesome. So I haven't learned to cook one yet. I always go, I'm probably doing like over hard or something. I always do it too long. But so a lot of times, if I think about it, sometimes I don't. It's kind of been a knee jerk to order scrambled. If I'm someplace where I'm getting a breakfast, I will order eggs over medium. And the reason it came to mind was because that's what I had for lunch today. I went to this little what we call a Coney Island here in the D, and you know, one of the things they do is breakfast all day, and they had this breakfast that was hash browns. I think there was some sort of a hash brown potato kind of thing. I don't think it was hash browns like what we would consider hash browns. I think it was just, you know, chunks of potatoes that were cooked, if I remember correctly. I need to go back. It's starting to fade in my memory. But the one thing that I really would never have thought they had for breakfast, even though it's one of my favorite foods, was baked beans. And you know, but that's what they serve it with. And you know what? It was once again really awesome. I enjoy those breakfasts a lot, and I do miss them. So part of the reason I had the breakfast today, although they don't come with baked beans. Yeah, so let's go back, and we tried a lot of things. I think I've told my haggis story in the past. If you're newer and want to hear me talk about haggis, search for haggis on the site. I think you'll find it. I'm pretty sure I've talked about that. You know, as far as that goes, I've probably talked about this breakfast, but it's been at least a couple hundred episodes, so I figured I could talk about it again. Anyway, I think I'm going to let that be that for today. I will be back tomorrow. I'll be talking to you then. So, be seeing you.